What's going on all my frag heads and said heads? The champ is here and I'm about to tell you what's fragging. So to be 100 with y'all, to be totally honest, nothing has been fragging on my end. It's been about 8 months to a year since I've done a fragrance review or even bought a fragrance. Now that doesn't mean I no longer wear fragrances. That doesn't mean I no longer receive fragrances. Yes, maybe 2-3 days out the week I'm gonna apply a fragrance. I still receive fragrances as gifts for review purposes and, you know, just as samples. Yeah, I mean, I'm still there. I just don't give a lot of energy into the whole YouTube thing. I mean, as you can see, I still have my setup, y'all, you know, and if you're familiar with my channel, you can see that this is being recorded in 4K instead of the 2K that I normally record in. So I've upgraded some things, got a new mic. I think I've only recorded with the mic once or twice, so I'm really interested to get back into this. But that's the reason why I'm here today, because I receive all your guys' messages on Facebook Messenger, on Instagram, Twitter, even my website. You know, I still receive all your messages and your inquiries. So I just wanted to come here today and say I thank all of you guys for staying in contact. I feel like I've met some good people along this fragrance journey. Now, sadly, there are a lot of people that are more on the business side, which I have nothing against whatsoever. Go ahead, do you, make your money, build your brand. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you can kind of tell what relationships are really relationships for the community or relationships for a business aspect. And I felt like where I was headed to, it was strictly all business aspect. You know, hey, how can I get noticed being paired with you or being tagged with you? And I just kind of didn't like that, because I felt like I was advertising for these fragrance companies for free. I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, I mean, I do advertisement, but some of the fragrances were for free, and that's what I really liked, was receiving the fragrance and giving an honest opinion. What changed is trying to sell those fragrances to people. I didn't like that aspect of the game. It was just like, no, I'm not going to get on here and convince people to buy a fragrance that I really don't care for, or that I think is like so just because it's popular or because you sent it to me for free. I just wasn't with that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get off that for a second. And let's just go ahead and kind of reintroduce ourselves, right? So of course, if you forgot, my name is Cedric. Welcome to Reviews from the Six. I do have another channel called SETI XP, which I'll go ahead and get into later about what we're going to be doing here as far as content goes. But what's new with your boy is that, look at the locks, y'all. The locks have grown so much. I can actually put them in ponytails now. My glasses, I got some new frames. I don't think this one has the zoom, or this camera has a zoom, and it doesn't. But your boy upgraded big time to the Gucci's. I'm still in the education system. However, I am at a different school, getting paid a lot more, taking on more responsibilities, of course. I love it, man. I am dreading the winter break, and then of course summer. We just got back from our Thanksgiving break, which I had a blast, just having 2 days off plus the weekend. I kind of sat in the house, regrouped, got my thoughts together, got my feelings together, did some things that I haven't done in a while. And that's what actually led me to YouTube, is that I was just sitting there and I'm like, what can I do with my time? And I wanted to record the entire time I was off, but of course my hair wasn't dead. I just went ahead and got that taper did, you know what I'm saying? My hair wasn't dead, and I just lacked the confidence. Also too, if you can see here, I got a new mark on my forehead. You know, it's not that bad, but you know, I noticed it, I can see it. And that was one of the things that deterred me too. Like, nah, bro, you don't even look how you used to look. You don't even sound how you used to sound. Why go in there? And it's been a while, so you don't have the audience or the base anymore. Why? But again, all those messages I received, I just want to say thank y'all, man. I do have a couple shout outs real quick, and it's not a shout out saying, hey, I'm friends with this person, I don't like that person, so forth. It's just a shout out, man, because without these guys, I felt like I would totally be out of the game. First things first, my dude, Uncommon Sense. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I'm not as active on his page as I was, just because I'm not on YouTube like that. But man, I still see my dude in the chats You know what I mean? I see him in the groups. I see him in the forums, you know? So I know my man working. I see he's doing his thing too. He's traveling and doing stuff like that. Not solely just based on reviews or fragrance reviews, but you can see he's like, hey, I'm vlogging, I'm blogging, but yes, fragrance is incorporated in this. And I like that, man. That's pretty dope from his end. My main man, bro, I gotta shout out Bel Air Scents. Look, man, I'm telling y'all, when I mean this dude is a solid dude, he is 100 and he is a great person to be around. I mean, this dude, probably every other week I'm getting a message for him, and I do apologize that I don't respond timely, but like I said, I'm just so caught up in so many other things in the real world that just social media just doesn't get my attention a lot. But actually, my man messaged me today, so that made me want to get on here too. Like, hey, let me get on here and talk to my guy, man. You know, shout out to my other dude. You know what I mean? Another dude from Chicago. My man Naps and Nurture, Mike. I was getting ready to call him Michael. I didn't know if he went his government out there or anything like that, or Mike. You know what I mean? But go check him out at his channel. You know, he added me to his group that he has going on. And like I said, since I've been out of the game, that group kind of keeps me in touch because I go in there and I see what people are buying. You know, people still do mail call. People still do first impressions or what do you think about this? And I kind of dig that, man. So I know what's out there. I'm not current, but I can tell you there's a couple fragrances I do want to try that I've been seeing pop up in his group lately. So that's that. As far as what I'll be doing with this channel, I think I've made a couple of videos on this. To be honest, they want you to niche down. I don't feel like I should niche down. I feel like that my channel is called Reviews from the 6 for a reason. And that's because I'm giving you reviews from the 602 and the 612. To give you a little history about that, I originally started reviews from the 6 to put on local business owners or entrepreneurs, you know, go around, interview them, do advertisements for them, and put it on YouTube and kind of, you know, network with everybody. That was the intentions of it. However, you know, I was so deep into finding a certain fragrance that I stumbled across fragrance channels and I fell in love with it. So then I started reviewing fragrances. And then after a while, like I said, I started seeing what the game was, what it entailed, and all that. And I was just like, I really don't care for it anymore. Fragrances just really isn't my thing. So then I jumped on to comics and books. And I like that, man, because that's what I do every day. Again, I don't buy fragrances. It's been a while since I bought a fragrance, but I can honestly say I buy a new book every week. So we are going to veer more into that than anything else. I mean, but I'm still here with fragrances. Like when I tell you that I probably have 30 fragrances that I haven't even reviewed yet. Maybe, no, actually I'm lying to myself, y'all. I have more than 30. Like I would honestly say I probably have 50. I maybe have 50 fragrances I haven't even reviewed yet. So forgive me if I'm blowing up your page or you see me a lot, but I'm just getting those fragrances out the way so I can go ahead and hop onto some new content, because it is kind of weird when I go to my page and every other video is kind of different. At least when somebody comes to my page, they can be like, all right, boom, let me scroll down to, you know, fragrances. Oh, here goes the books. Let me stay here. At the same time, that's what playlists are for too. So if you haven't checked out my playlist, go ahead and check playlist out. Also fitness, you know, that's another thing that I do every day. I might not buy a fragrance every day. I might not wear a fragrance every day. I might not, or weekly or monthly or yearly, but I tell you what, either every week or every day I'm working out, or I'm buying a book, or I'm reading something, or I'm giving my opinion on something. And I kind of want to stick with that. And I think that's going to be my niche, just me and my opinion. It has nothing to do with a product or me trying to sell anything or become famous off of anything. It's just me doing this because I like it. I love to talk. And then of course, video games, man. I'm gonna get on here and play my video games from time to time. So with that being said, man, everybody keep doing what you do. You know, even though I gave people shout outs, that's just personally, there's still channels that I see pop up here and there, and you know, I check them out. And that's of course all the big channels. Even with some of the big channels, y'all, like I see some of the big channels even got other channels and doing other things. So I don't know if you know, the fragrance community is really a community where people are collecting fragrances because they love to collect fragrances, or if they're trying to sell fragrances and advertising for fragrances and trying to get put on within a community because it's the niche. You know, I'll let y'all figure that out. I am not too sure about that. But with that being said, man, drop me a line, yo. What's been good? What's been up? I haven't heard from anybody in a while besides, of course, the 3 I listed. But even with that, y'all 3, what's been good? Anything y'all want to leave here? Any videos y'all posted lately? What's new? Any new books that you read? Any new fragrances that you think I might like? What's up? What's your workout routine? What's your diet like, bro? Let's talk. And that's where I kind of want to get more into, where it's just me getting personable with my audience instead of me reviewing a fragrance for a brand to let an audience know that either I bought it or they should buy it. And you know, that's where I'm at now. So with that being said, man, y'all already know what it is. Peace, love, blessings. And since I'm at the end of the video, like it, comment, share it, subscribe, do all that. It's YouTube. But with that being said, man, peace, love, and blessings.